So I have my wife and I purchased an aerospace manufacturing firm last year in June. 18-year-old business. It's been doing between 3 and 3.3 million in sales with about 1 to 1.2 million in earnings. We purchased the business with an SBA loan. And my question is, we knew the risk of this business was customer concentration. And my mission as somebody in sales and business development is to diversify this business as fast as I can. And in the last few months, we've seen kind of an unprecedented downturn in sales. It's been a very consistent business historically, but we've seen a drop in about 30% of the business, not because we're losing the business, but because just a shift in our major customer. So my question is, if this shift in business continues and we run into cash flow issues with a SBA loan and a note to the previous owner, what should our next steps be?
How many customers do you currently have?
I'd say about 90% of the revenue is tied to one major customer that we've been with for 18 years.
And aerospace, without divulging too much, what do y'all do?
A very niche service to this manufacturer. That was the reason this whole business was founded. And so we have very limited competition, and the barriers to entry of what we do were pretty steep. So
is there anyone else that needs this service? That's your development idea, right?
Yes, that's exactly it, is that we want to diversify the industries that we're servicing, but also the types of customers. The previous owner really didn't make any sales calls at all for many, many years.
Yeah, so even outside of aerospace, does the service work in other complementary industries that aren't aerospace?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the whole reason why we felt comfortable investing in this business, is that we knew we were able to diversify as fast as we could, provided that this one customer just kept on rolling along as it has been for a long, long time.
Yeah, so they have the ability to put you out of business tomorrow.
Absolutely.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
The only way to save this is, the only way to drop the risk down on this, and the risk profile on this is astronomically high. I think you underestimated how much risk you took dramatically. You overpaid for this, and you structured your purchase horribly because you've got debt up in your face. As soon as this one customer comes along, they're going to bankrupt you. So the risk profile of this thing scares the bejesus out of me. But we're there, and the only thing you can do is use that fear in a healthy way if I'm you, and it's going to cause me to work day and night to get 73 new customers. That's your only hope to survive. We can't count on a single customer growing us or keeping us in business. That's just, because the SBA doesn't care. And the former owner doesn't care. They're both going to sue your butt when you go into default. And if the guy if that single customer cuts you to 50%, you can't make your payroll, and you can't make your notes, and I'm scared. So I'm so scared I'm going to be working all the time. Everybody's job in the place that isn't anything we can do to keep that current guy as happy as we can. Fine. Why did it drop 30% or 20% or whatever?
That's what I'm trying to ascertain right now. So this is not, we're not losing the business. We've been assured of that. I think this is largely some cyclicality that we haven't seen historically.
That doesn't make sense. Cyclicality you would have seen historically.
Right.
This is an anomaly.
It is an anomaly.
That's the opposite of cyclicality. So, what in the flip happened? The guy flipped the switch over there. What'd they do?
That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
I'm over there in their office looking at the eyeballs saying, what in the flip? Because I'm scared. And when I leave his office, I'm going to make 73 sales calls because I want to make these people unimportant as fast as I can.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's your only shot. I mean, you already knew what to do. I'm not giving you any news you didn't have, except I'm going to fuss at you for your risk profile on this. And then you magnified the risk profile with the debt.
Yeah.
If you didn't have any payments right now, or you had a different structure with the former owner that was based on profits, not based on I want my money, it was only if the profits were here, he got paid. If they weren't here, they didn't get paid, then you wouldn't be over a barrel. But right now, you're over a barrel with knives in it. So, yeah, this is scaring the Jesus out of this. Wow. But yeah, I think you're sharp talking to you. You're obviously got great business training, and you're observing this clearly. So you already knew the answer to the equation. Even before you bought it, you knew that it needed to be diversified. So I'm agreeing with that. Ecclesiastes says, spread your portions to 7, yes to 8, for disaster may come upon the land. Diversification is a biblical idea. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, the investment people say, right? And so customer base is the same thing. And you knew all this. I'm not telling a single thing you didn't already know. But yeah, I'm just the urgency level for me, if I'm you, is not panic, but it's real close on getting a customer base that's diversified and spread out, because my goal is in 5 years for this current guy to be paying me the same amount of money, and he's 1/10, because I got $30 million coming in top line and $12 million bottom line instead of 3 over 1. And then if that guy bails, it's just sad, but it didn't put me out of business and bankrupt me and lose my house to the SBA lien that I've got on my house. So, ouch. I wish I could give you a magic answer, but you already knew the answer before you called me, and you're sharp. You're not going to have any trouble figuring out what to do. I just hope you can get it done before the tail wags the dog here, and that's kind of what you set up. Ouch. Wow. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. Make the turn. Call me back and tell me you did it. I'd love to hear the success story.